Hey guys, welcome to Dee Dee's Mediterranean Kitchen. Today we're going to be making dough that can be used for making Mediterranean pies that are stuffed with thyme or meat or cheese. You can even use this dough for pizza. It's a very versatile dough. It's really easy to make. You're going to like it. Now, if you want this recipe or any of my other recipes, go to www.dedemed.com. We're going to start off by using yeast. Now, I'm using a KitchenAid mixer. If you don't have one of these, you can use a bowl and a wooden spoon and even your hands, and it works the same way. You're going to empty a packet of yeast into the bowl. Add 1 cup of warm water and 1 teaspoon sugar. The sugar helps to activate the yeast. So you just put it in here, mix it up a little bit, and then you're going to let it sit for about 10 minutes so that the yeast can activate. The sugar helps with that process, and the warm water makes it faster. After it's sat for 10 minutes, you're going to want to add 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. Make sure you're using a good olive oil. First cold press is good. And you can add some salt if you'd like. I have 3 cups of flour. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this on and I'm going to slowly add the flour. Now, after you've added all 3 cups of flour, if you see that the dough is crumbly and there's still flour left on the bottom, you can add a little bit more water, a tablespoon at a time. If you see that your dough is really wet, you can add a little bit of flour, again a tablespoon at a time, just until it all comes together. Now my dough is coming together. I can see that it's binding, but I see that's a little bit dry and crumbly. So I'm going to add a little bit of water, a tablespoon at a time. Just until it all comes together. Now, it's come together. Now, I'm going to tell you what the next steps are to making sure that your dough rises. Take it off of the hook, and you want to knead it a little. If you're wearing any rings, now is a good time to take them off because you don't want the dough to get stuck between your rings. Just knead it, fold it over. Always use a floured board. Knead it several times. Don't add too much flour. Just do that. Till you have a nice round ball. That's not dry, but but slightly sticky. Now, get a large glass bowl or metal bowl, and you want to put some olive oil in it. About 2 teaspoons olive oil. Make sure you coat the entire inside of the bowl. Get your ball, flip it over once, make sure it's coated with the olive oil. After it's coated with the olive oil, you want to cover it with saran wrap so that while it's rising, the dough doesn't dry out. Cover it up, cover it with a towel, and then put it in a warm place, nothing hot. If you have a heat vent, you can put it next to a heat vent. If you don't, just leave it on the countertop. Cover it with a towel, a couple towels, and let it rise for an hour. After it's done rising for an hour, I'm going to show you what it looks like. I have one here. And it gets bubbly after it rises. It's probably going to double or triple in size. What you're going to do is you want to gather it up. It's going to go down, which is okay, and put it onto your cutting board. Now, depending on what you want to do with the dough, that's how you're going to divide it. If you're going to use it for pizza, you want to divide it into 2 or 3 parts, and then just put it on a plate or on a board and let it rise for another 10 minutes. I'm going to make pies in some of my other videos. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to form little balls and then just put them like that and let them rise for 10 minutes. And that's it. That's your dough recipe. You can use this to make all kinds of pies, meat pies, spinach pies, thyme, cheese, pizza, all kinds of different pies. It's a really good dough. It's very versatile. It's very crunchy and crisp at the same time. Enjoy it. Learn how to make it and don't be scared. It's really easy to make. If you have any questions, email me and join me again for Dee Dee's Mediterranean Kitchen.